We have to go a little bit deeper than that. Just asking AI to write a message or an email for me for engineering doesn't work for me, right? When you drive a car and there's a mechanical engineer around, a lot of people will just look at the features of the car, but when a mechanical engineers come in the show, they're like, just pop the hood. I just want to say how much horsepower it generates, right? As an engineer, we are on the other side of the table. These people will enjoy the drive of the car, but we are the one who creates the car, who engineer the car. So when it comes to computer science, we are the one who will have to build like the tools like Chat GPT, AI, image editors, and video editors. AI is not just to make you look a little beautiful on your profile picture. Okay, so be mindful. That's not for engineers. So let's go to the next slide. Freshers don't know what they're supposed to do to land on their dream job, and why don't they know this, right? And now I'm only talking to the engineers in the hall. Amar, can you move to the next slide? So, as an engineer, right now, this is if you're looking at this DevOps, this is a development life cycle of any product that's built on this planet. They have to go through it. Even if it's Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, right? It's like a life cycle, a development life cycle of any digital product that's out there in the world. It starts with planning, then you see it. We move to coding, and then we deploy it, then we test it, release it, then we operations and monitor. You can see there are like 50 roles as an engineer you can pursue. But freshers are just not familiar with what they're supposed to pick. So there are students who are very good with communication management things, but they lack coding skills, right? They can become a scrum master, they can become a QA, they can become a product owner, software architect, or whatnot, right? So what we do in Kailasha differently than what's happening in a regular course that you can consume online is that we help you first make familiar with this DevOps process, which is called the development pipeline or development lifeline of a product, and then we help you identify which area you are best at. Are you good at coding? Are you good at testing? Are you good at planning? Are you good as an architect? And then when we move to the next slide, there are actively companies who are looking for these roles that you see in this development life cycle. These are the roles that engineers get hired for. So that is why we are actually creating this AI school. So we turn confusion into clarity. As a fresher, as a graduate, if you don't know what you're supposed to do, if you don't know what you're good at, first we help you. We make you familiar with the process of development. We help you identify what you're good at. Then we nourish your skill. We train you. We give you internship, and by end of the program, we make sure you get the job in one of the global companies that you really deserve. We transform all the learners into industry-ready global professionals, and we are serving India's youth, or we are serving Uttarakhand's youth by creating a clear roadmap for each student. It's not an offline. So one of the questions when I started off, when I identified this problem, a lot of people asked me, why not online programs, right? Why don't you build an online course and why don't you have people consume it? People can learn coding from YouTube, Udemy, all these competitors who are selling all these courses out there, right? A lot of people try to challenge me, why don't you do that? And I was like, I know what they do, right? Half of you do attend your online classes while sleeping, while doing your dinner, lunch, and whatnot, right? That's not how you build your real career. I spoke to myself, I was like, I'm not gonna mess up with someone's career like that, right? And you know what? 90% of the online courses are never consumed. They're never used, you know. 90% लोग course consume ही नहीं करते. 10% जो complete करते हैं वो सोते सोते कर लेते हैं. जैसे आप में से कुछ लोग Zoom को already attend करते होंगे. So that is why I thought this is not how it's gonna work. Even though the offline setup is very hard, you know, you have to sit in person, you have to make sure whatever we are teaching, they do execute every day. It is a lot of investment of time and energy on each student to make sure you do understand how to run a project, a real life project from scratch, how to make software actually work. Then work with global companies. As a fresher, you don't even know what you're supposed to do, how to even understand the client's requirement. But I thought I'd take this challenge. That's fine. I've done this before. I've trained a lot of interns. I thought we'll do it offline. We'll not compromise on the quality, even though it's easy to scale an online course. But I thought we'll keep it offline, even if there are 50 pass out. I want them to be global leaders across the world. So that is why I thought Clear Path needs a clear in-person session, a 9 months of commitment, which includes training, internship, and then we'll make sure you're interview ready and placed by the end of the program. So, why do I call it incubation? How many in the hall know what does incubation means? Incubation? Nobody? Okay. So incubation is a time when a hen lays egg, right? So it keeps the egg in the right temperature so the chick can come out, right? That's what incubation is. It's a very popular word when it comes to a startup world. But there's no incubation program like for students. So I thought, why not build an incubation program? We'll take care of all of our students, we'll incubate them. Once we incubate someone, let's say if I'm incubating someone, that means it's my responsibility to make sure the chick comes out, right? Now I'll have to give them the right temperature, the right knowledge, the right mentorship, the right projects to work on, and by end of the program, I just have to make sure they are landed in the right job. It's a lot of hard work, to be honest. But I thought if I have to give someone, if I have to commit that, hey, we'll make sure you as an engineer will make the best out of you, I'll have to make this offline, I'll need at least 9 months of commitment. So the program is designed in this way. Initially, the first 12 weeks starts with training, and the next 6 months you work with world-class projects, on live projects with real clients, and by end of the program, you're given a title that, hey, you are either a front-end engineer or a back-end engineer or a cloud engineer or a cybersecurity engineer, and then you get placed for the same. And in these 9 months, we are not just teaching you, right? Why 9 months? We could have done it 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, or so many. We had a lot of options. But here we are giving birth to your career. We are talking about your next phase of your life, right? Starting from your initial knowledge, school education to your, so it's going to be the end of your phase of studying, right? Now you're going to the next phase of your life, and we're giving birth